All right, this is the first kind of more complicated tutorial, if you will, but probably the first practical one for you, meaning that it makes sense as to why we're doing this. We're not just clicking buttons to make something happen. What you're going to be creating is, well, you see the beginnings of this wrench, if you will, but you're wanting to actually create a hole on the left side. So now we could technically 3D print it off, and it could actually work around some type of kept nut or a nylock nut, and actually be used in robotics class. So what you're going to do is that it wants you to add on this polygon shape to the wrench itself. But so first and foremost, you're going to click and drag it out, and you're wanting to create a hole. Now you can see here that it's currently in its solid state. And so once you click on the object, like we always have to do, you have two options for the polygon. You can one, keep it a solid. You could change the color if you really wanted to, but that's not the purpose of the activity. We need to make this a hole. So I'm going to click on the hole, and now I can perfectly, or the best to my ability, size it up and line it up to this. Okay. Now, additionally, let's say I wanted to manipulate the size of this. In the size it up video earlier, I showed you that you can click and drag white and black boxes to kind of change the shape of it. But what if I don't want to just change one size or one part of the design or the object? What if I want to keep it proportional, meaning that as I change the height of it, I'm changing everything else? If you hold down Shift and drag, you're going to change all the dimensions at the same rate. Likewise, same rate, okay? That way I'm not creating something that's more flat of an image or too tall for an image. Think of it as kind of like changing the size of a picture in Google Slides. If you drag on the corners, you're not messing up the sizing or the visual part of the image. Same thing for TinkerCAD, hold down Shift, and it's changing the complete size of it. But nonetheless, that's not what we're doing with this. We're working on just creating a hole in this wrench. So I'm going to line it up. Once again, in order to group, you could click on the polygon and then click on the TinkerCAD object, and you can group it, or click and drag over the whole thing, click group, and lo and behold, now you have your wrench. Oddly enough, though, it does a pretty garbage job of lining up how you want it to. So you're actually gonna have to move this polygon out just ever so slightly to make sure that it's gonna delete the whole thing. So we're gonna highlight it, group it, and bang. Now you have a wrench with a little bit of a hole in it, but that gets the job done. That's what we need for the tutorial. So there you have it.